Hello world, this is Wolfstar Games, and welcome back to more Robotics Notes Elite. Last time we got to learn more about Juna's backstory of why she's afraid of robots, and it was all very heartbreaking and emotional. It's like I really feel for Juna after that, and I'm really glad that we got that backstory. It's like I was hoping we would, and I'm glad we did, to really learn what she was feeling at that time. And after that, we got a little bit of a scare with her grandfather, and hopefully he's doing all right. I mean, he doesn't seem to be completely out of the woods. We don't know exactly why he collapsed, but hopefully we find out what happened. And last we actually left off, we switched over to the point of view of Akiho, who's back at school. Apparently she's going to be talking to Michi here. So, let's see what's going on here. And I'm not surprised that Michi actually went to visit Doc. I mean, he's known him a long time.
Oh,
are you eating, Michi? It sounds like he's eating. His response is calm and collected as he digs into his pork cutlet lunch. He is eating. Pork cutlet. That sounds good. I can't help but mutter his words, forgetting that I'm in the faculty room.
はっきり言う。気に食わんな。
いいか、瀬宮妹。覚えとけ。
Yes, I'm listening.
情報の伝達速度ってもんは、この高度情報化社会になったところでちっとも変わらねえ。これ豆知識な。
I mean, that's true. That's very true. So this is another pro tip I can actually get behind. It's like most of his pro tips I can't get behind. So far, only a couple I can get behind. This is another one.
意味わかんないよ。
お前ら、毒が倒れたこと知ってたくせによ。先生に一言も報告なかったろうが。
We didn't, no. That begs the question then, how did he find out?
おかげで昨日になっちまったんだ。結局のところ、人災ってことだな。ヒューマンエラー。わかるか？
Exactly how is it a man-made disaster and a human error? I really don't. Is he telling me he's sulking because he was left out? This is ridiculous.
ミッチーに教えなかったのはわざとだよ。
Why? I wonder.
だってミッチー、ロボクリニックは出禁になってるじゃん。
He is. He's been banned from the robot clinic since he was in high school, right? So that's a long time to be banned. 2 years ago, when I first enrolled here, Michi also came on as a teacher. Oh. So Michi hasn't been a teacher all that long. He's only been a teacher as long as Kaito and Akiho have been students. We didn't know that before, right? I don't believe that has come up before. I joined the robot club, and Michi became its advisor. It was then that my senpai told Kai and I with pale expressions on their faces. Huh. The robot club code of conduct. There's a code of conduct for the robot club, alright. quite simply, do not let Michi anywhere near the robot clinic. Alright. What did he do to get himself banned, I wonder? Apparently, Doc and Michi are on hyper bad terms. When Michi was the first gen president of the club, he had a huge falling out with Doc and got banned. If we put those two face to face, the robot clinic would turn into a bloodbath. I feel like she's blowing it out of proportion a little bit. Then again, I don't really know what happened. So, we tried so hard to follow the rules our senpai laid down for us. Who is their senpai?
まさかミッチー、毒が弱ってるのにつけ込んで、ここぞとばかりに日頃の恨みを晴らしに行ったとか?
No, no, I don't think so. That doesn't seem like something that Michi would do.
最低！うちは毒に味方させてもらうからね。悪は正義によって滅ぼされちゃえばいいんだ。
Evil shall perish under the hand of justice! Oh my god, Akio.
おいおい、散々な言われようだな。まあ、あながち間違っちゃいねえが。
What? She's not completely wrong? Explain yourself, Michi.
あとな、おい、先生のことをミッチーと呼ぶな。何度言えばわかるんだ。
Hasn't he had that nickname like forever?
だってミッチーだって背宮妹って呼ぶじゃん。
Point taken, right?
たく、そもそもロボクリを出禁になったのだってな。先生には何の落ち度もねえんだぞ。
How is it not your fault? If it's not your fault, then whose is it?
いやいや。だってミッチーがロボクリニックの裏手に積まれてるスクラップをガラクタって呼んだから毒が怒って喧嘩になったんでしょ?
Is that seriously why he got banned?
は
ぁ? はぁ? Michi dramatically rolls his eyes and points his rice-covered chopsticks at me. Ew.
いいか、そんなデタラメ言ったやつを今すぐここに連れてこい。先生が説教してやる。
Alright.
ロボ部に代々受け継がれてきた話だもん。
Really?
デタラメだっつってんだ。
Then what happened? Michi plops a sour plum into his mouth, a bummed out expression on his face. He actually does look bummed out.
ガラクタをガラクタって呼んだって毒は切れたりしねえよ。これ豆な。
That's not a pro tip.
先生が出禁になったのは開かずの倉庫に偶然入っちまったせいだ。
Forbidden storage space? The same room that Juno went into? Oh. Okay, so both Michi and Juna went into this room, but had completely different experiences, obviously. But the result is the same. They both got the wrath. They both got wrath from the robot doctor. albeit a little differently, right? You know, since Juna is his granddaughter. Just a little different. Michi, on the other hand, Michi's Michi, so I really wonder exactly what went down here.
そうなの？
Isn't that where June got lost when she was a kid? I mean, it has to be.
そこロボットがたくさん並んでた？
I mean, I assume that they're still in there.
ああ、なんつうかな、昭和っぽいっていうのか？ブリキのロボットのおもちゃ知ってるか？あんなデザインでな。
Old tin robot toys. Okay. It's like, I think I know what kind of robots he's talking about.
薄暗い倉庫の中に10体近くも並んで埃かぶってやがった。
Just being neglected? So it really is the same place that June got lost in. Yep.
で、わざと忍び込んだわけじゃねえのに、毒のやつすんげえ切れ方してな。以来できんさ。
Okay. So why did you go in there if it wasn't on purpose?
先生はちゃんと謝ったし、恋でもねえって何度も説明したんだぜ。
I'm sure he didn't mean any harm, but he still got banned all the same.
なのにあのじいさん、全く聞く耳を持ちゃしなかった。
There must be some major reason why the robot doctor doesn't want anyone to go in there. The question is, though, what is that reason?
本当に偏屈だよ。
He is, but I imagine it is for some major reason. He literally spits out a plum seed after spitting out his words. At least cover your mouth, jeez.
でも犬猿の中なのは本当なんだよね。なのに病院行って大丈夫だったの？面倒を起こさなかった？
I can't resist asking, almost like I'm Michi's guardian or something. Plus, I'm annoyed that Michi got to see him, yet June and I didn't. I mean, it's not like this is a competition, but still.
あのな、先生を何だと思ってんだ。病院で暴れるようなバカが教師やれるわけねえだろ。
No, I don't think you would be.
病室には勝手に入ったが。
Oh, you did?
あのね、ミッチーは毒に嫌われて当然だなって今はっきり思ったよ。うちなら絶対に嫌うもん。
勢いってもんは必要だろうが。俺も豆だ、覚えとけ。
Got it memorized. Got it memorized.
Got it memorized?
Didn't think I would hear that phrase in this game.
嫌です。っていうか、そんなんで会話成立したの？
当たり前だろうが。
いまいち信じられないな。何話した？
Michi lets out a short sigh and looks into the distance. The distance being the final piece of pork cutlet covered in sauce.
あのじいさん、数年ぶりに会ったっつうのに、先生に向かって怒鳴ることすらしやしねえ。
And how did that go? Then, seeing that he didn't yell at you.
拍子抜けしちまったさ、まったく。顔を合わせた最初の一声が、 おう、お前か。だもんな。
That would be a very appropriate response coming from the robot doctor about Michi. Oh, it's you. What are you doing here?
正直、あんなに弱気な毒を見たのは初めてでな。先生、少し涙が出ちまった。
You did. And how are you doing now? And how is Doc doing, for that matter, too? I mean, he's weak. It's like, how weak is he? I mean, we learned what he has, but I don't really know the complications of what he has. Well, he is sick. He probably doesn't have the energy to yell. Probably.
だから言ってやったわけだ。惜しい人を亡くしました。ってな。
That's not funny. I don't think he was trying to be funny.
当然、首でも絞められる勢いで襲われるかと思ったんだがよ。ただ窓の外を見てるだけで何も言い返してこねえ。
Like, sounds like he was like contemplative. Trying to say the right word.
あげくにこんなこと言いやがった。
店は畳もうと思ってる。これが潮時さ。
Really? Close the robot clinic for good? That's a huge decision. I mean, if he closes up shop and, like retires, who's going to help Akiho and the Robot Club with getting all the parts that they need and, to work on the robots with them? Oh, wow.
おいおい、毒ともあろう人が冗談きついぜ。昔あんた言ってたじゃねえか。
Robots are humanity's friends. It's an interesting thing to say. I mean, robots always have, like, kind of a gray area to them. And, especially, like, in movies, it's like, what robots can be capable of. They can either be feared or be, friendly. And a lot of times the ones who are being feared, they can't be really they can't really be a humanity's friends, right? So that's an interesting thing to say.
ロボットは人間の友達だ。ロボクリニックはその友達を治療できる場所、友達を作れる場所にしたいって。そんな場所にできたのか？できてねえのに何店を畳もうとしてんのさ。
ロボットは友達か。
I mean, that's apparently what you said.
そんな風に思ってたこともあったな。大昔の話だがよ。
But you don't believe that anymore? What changed?
ただの思い上がりだったってだけさ。
何それ。
Robots are humanity's friends. I never thought those words would ever come out of Doc's mouth, but apparently they did. I mean, ever since we first met Doc, I always thought that, you know, even though that he's rough around the edges and, you know, stubborn, that he's actually a good guy underneath it all. And just finding that out, that phrase, I mean, it's just... It just shows me that he does have a good heart and that he is a good guy. I never even knew that was how he felt. He's going to close the robot clinic?
ねえ、ミッチ。ドクを元気づけるにはどうしたらいいのかな。
先生には思いつかねえよ。
He said, a dash of regret in his voice. Michi tosses the last piece of pork cutlet into his mouth. You okay there, Michi? Don't choke. And he nearly chokes on it. What did I just say? Well. Oh. All of a sudden, thrust into kill balance. I repeat the same combo against my CPU opponent over and over again. It's like, coming at ya! Ah! The key to becoming stronger at fighting games is repetition. Right, yeah. That way you can minimize input errors. This strat can make you pretty far up the leaderboards. Can take you pretty up far in the leaderboards. I'm ranked 2nd worldwide, but even then, I still do this. Otherwise, I wouldn't be able to maintain my rank. Of course. My classmates have become increasingly panicked about studying for entrance exams. But Kaito's not. I take it. Me? Well, instead of attending the exam prep class, I'm leaning against the giant foot of Model 1 and practicing KB. With not a care in the world about his exams. Don't get me wrong, I am a little panicked. Are you? Are you, Kaito? I'm going to end up unemployed at this rate. And do you really want that? To be unemployed right after graduating? But compared to my mentality before summer break, I'm a bit more optimistic now. Okay. Okay, maybe optimistic is the wrong word. It's more like I've given up. Why are you giving up? Why is he giving up? Come on, Kaito, don't give up.
だからね、手術するのが一番いいってお医者さんも言ってるんだけど。
Akio's voice rings out from behind where I'm sitting. She's been talking about the details of Doc's condition after hearing them from Michi. All the while crawling under Model 1 to continue her work on it. She said something about wanting to mess with the wiring.
ドクったら手術はしたくないって言ってるんだって。
He doesn't. Why does he want the surgery? If the surgery is gonna help him, he should have the surgery, right? So why doesn't he want the surgery?
全然元気なくて 手術するのもしんどいって弱気なこと言ってるみたい。
I'll just chip at him bit by bit. Akio's holding true to her words. Plus, Model 2's assembly hasn't started yet, so she might actually be bored.
このままじゃ手遅れになっちゃうかもしれない。
Yeah. It's like we don't have a whole lot of time before the expo in, what was it, 6 months? So, yeah.
だから誰でもいいからドクを説得できる人はいないかってお医者さんも困ってるって。
Get him to change his mind about the surgery, about having surgery. Yeah, that. Then Juna should be the one to try and change his mind, seeing that it's she's his granddaughter. But even then, they're not on good terms either. So it's like, how would we go about getting to change his mind? Something's gotta give here, I feel.
Ah, so.
Kaito's not paying attention.
聞いてないでしょ、カイ。
Clearly not. Akio crawls out from beneath the robot. Still lying face down on the ground, she looks up at me and glares. I concede, stand up, and reach down for her.
聞いてますよと。
Not really. I take her hand and pull her out. It's sticky with oil.
うわ、これじゃ切るバラできないじゃないか。こういう罠はやめてくれないかな、アキちゃん。
There's no running water at the airport, so this is gonna suck. I left some wet towelettes in the hangar for times like this. I wonder if there are any left.
油まみれの手は勲章なんだよ。バイ、秋穂瀬宮。
She said her name in the Western order. That's surprising. Huh. But I guess for anyone who works on anything mechanical, an oily hand would be a badge of honor, right?
はいはい、ごたくはいいよ。
カイはドクのこと心配じゃないの？
I mean, I am. I don't know about Kaito.
それと油まみれの手は関係ないでしょうが。
I brush off her question and head inside the hangar. Wet towelette, wet towelette, where art thou? It's like very Shakespearean, right? It's like, wet towelette, where art thou? I don't know how to continue. Wet towelette, where art thou? For you to cleanse my hands free of this oil. It's like... I don't know. It's like I have a tough time trying to be witty like that. Sometimes I just kind of stumble, but I try. I find some on top of the desk and begin to wipe my hand off. Especially my fingertips. Since KB uses the touchscreen, the condition of my fingertips has a major effect on my performance. Right.
と、電話だ。はい。
Oh, it's Mizuka.
湖協定の件だけど。
Oh? Oh, it's Mizuka-san. I asked her to look into Doc for me. Oh. Yeah, that's right. I put myself through the food again. Food again. That's a word. I put myself through the food again. That was the passion fruit button.
今からそっち行くよ。5分で着く。
はいよ。
I can't get over that. Food again. That was a good one.
誰からもしかしてジュン
No, not Juna. Akio comes walking into the hangar while drinking a skull.
いや、なんで？
だって今日も部活来てないから。
I hope she's doing alright.
病院にお見舞いに行ってるわけでもないみたいだし。毒が倒れて結構参ってるみたいだったでしょ。心配なんだ。
I'm worried too. I'm worried for both Juna and Doc.
だからって俺のところに電話はかかってこないでしょ。まあ見かけたら声かけとくよ。
ってどこか行くの？
Is he going to tell her?
ちょっと水香さんの店まで何か買ってこようか。
じゃあ新しいスコール。
We can do that. She smiles and chugs the rest of her drink. Oh. Well, hi, Juna. What are you doing all here by yourself? She looks so sad. Oh. Doing okay, Juna? When I arrive at the store, Juna is sitting on the bench out front. She has a blank expression on her face and a bottle of mineral water in her hands. When she notices me, she looks down as if I'm some sort of bad luck.
純ちゃん、こんなところにいるなんて珍しいね。
部活行かなくてごめんなさい。
It's okay, Juna. I mean, you have a lot going on right now.
別に謝ることなんてないって。俺だって最近はサボってるしね。
Alright, that's completely different though. It's like Kaito's just ignoring the robot club. Juna has a valid reason for skipping.
ちなみに部員が増える前まではこれでも皆勤賞だったんだよってアピールしとく。
It's like that's not much of a counter argument. She clearly doesn't care.
アキちゃんが心配してたよ。最近純ちゃんが元気ないみたいだから。 毒のところには行った？
Juna lightly shakes her head sideways in response. Like, why haven't you gone to see him? Well, actually, maybe she thinks that Doc will turn her away again, and she doesn't want that to happen again. I guess she hasn't seen him face to face yet.
病院行く勇気がなくて落ち込んでるってところ？
That could be a possibility. Especially alone, right?
別に気にしなくていいんじゃない？10年以上疎遠だった親戚と今さら仲良くするのも難しいでしょ。
Yeah, definitely.
そうじゃないや。
Then what's it like, Juna? Aw, there's a little smile. She smiles sadly and once again shakes her head. But this time, she's looking up.
藤田のおじいちゃんに申し訳ないなって思うけど、そのことはそこまで引きずってるわけじゃなくて。
I take it what's been bothering her is the reason behind their, falling out.
じゃあこの前宇宙センターで俺たちに言いかけたことが関係してる？
うん。当たり。
Bingo. Juna stares lifelessly at the water, rocking to and fro inside the bottle in her hand.
私、ロボ部やめようかなって思ってて。
Yeah, that's what she was going to say just right before she got the phone call about her grandfather.
おっと、そうきたか。
Yeah, it's like this has been on her mind for a while, hasn't it? I didn't see that coming.
でね、思ったの。私って空っぽだなって。
Empty. How so?
何やってもダメだし。
No, that's not true, Juna.
そんな風にいろいろ考えてたらだんだん落ち込んできちゃって。
No.
はあ。
She's hurt pretty badly. But what can I do to help? Just support her. Listen to her. I mean, she clearly has a lot on her plate emotionally. And I think it would really help if someone was there to just listen. What I do know is that it'd be a pain if she quit the club. Juna has a role to fill now. That's true. We're short-handed and out of time as it is. If somebody dropped out now, it'd be a huge blow to Akiho. Could be, yes, it could be.
弱ったな。
What's wrong, Kaito?
とりあえずさ、毒に関するとっておきの情報に興味あるなら中に入りなよ。
Really? He's actually inviting Juna in on information about her grandfather. I feel like this could go either badly, learning about her grandfather, or it could benefit her in some way. I'm not entirely sure how, but it maybe possibly could help her. Juna looks dumbfounded. No surprise.
種子島随一の情報屋さんがここにはいるんだよ。知ってた？
That's a one way to describe Mazuka.
お褒めに預かりどうも。
Oh, and Mazuka heard. You're welcome. Tanegashima's #1 information broker stares me down as I enter her shop.
なのになんで俺は睨まれているのやら。今日もお綺麗な水香さん。
Ever radiant. Ooh.
カイは男なのに口は軽いみたいだって数秒前に気づかされたところなのさ。
He does kind of have a big mouth, if I'm being honest.
あんまりベラベラ喋るんじゃないってことだよ。私の信用に関わるんだ。
Of course. And let's keep that level of trust, shall we?
いや、つい。
Shuna then enters the shop with a concerned look on her face.
いらっしゃい。
Juna quickly bows. Muzuka-san's gentle smile toward Juna is a complete 180 compared to her attitude toward me. Well, you're completely different comparably to Juna, Kaito. Come on.
で、水香さん、情報手に入ったんでしょ？
I grab a bottle of fruit sour melon from the beverage corner and place some coins on the counter to buy it. And how about that skull for Akiho, too?
開かずの倉庫のこと。
Hey, you heard him right, Juna. That's right. What I really wanted was info about the forbidden storage space inside the robot clinic. I felt like I had to say it like that. The very same place that Juna wandered into and experienced her trauma. And apparently, same with Michi, though different. I only recently heard from Akiho that Michi also wandered in once, which is why he got banned from the store. Akiho told him about that. Alright. I wonder what Kaito thinks about that. In terms of the timeline, Juna went in 11 years ago, and Michi went in 8 years ago. Okay. So not all too terribly much longer after Juna went in there. Why is this place so important to me, you ask? And for that matter, so important to the robot doctor? Because I have to push the power button of a robot in there in order to activate a trigger for Kimijima Report number 4. That's right, we do have to do that. But we don't know which one is Kojiro-kun. Maybe Juna knows? But I don't think she would actually know. The doc would, definitely. But of course we can't go to him.
そもそも18年前ロボクリニックができた時、あの店は今ほど怪しい雰囲気じゃなかった。
Wait, when did it become a sketchy joint? And the robot clinic's been around for 18 years. I mean, that... I guess... Before... Misane went to the robot clinic to talk to the doc about making a Gunvarel robot. He had already been open for quite a while, I assume. It's like, I do wonder exactly how much business he has gotten over the years. And that's right. On the sign it says since 2001. And that's exactly 18 years. 18 years ago. The same year that Juna and I were born. Ah.
売ってるのはロボットのおもちゃとかラジコンとか、そういうものがほとんどだったんだ。
Robot toys. And Michi said that the robots in that storage room were robot toys. Okay. So they're not, robots for domestic use, in the way I was thinking, but more so for, kids to play with then, right? So it's like, I wonder what changed with the direction of the robot clinic went. I mean, how did it go from being like basically a robot toy store to a place to go to get all your robot parts to make your own robot? It's like, how did it go from that?
おもちゃ屋さんだったってこと？
Yeah.
おもちゃ屋にしては売ってるもののジャンルは偏りすぎてたけどね。
A little too niche. Huh.
ま、ドクは元ナスダの技術者だったわけだからさ。
A Nazda engineer. Well, that's new information.
その腕を見込んで、ホビーロボやらラジコンやらが趣味の大人連中も常連客にはいたみたいだけど。
Okay. So he did get quite a bit of business then. Back in the day.
あくまで最初は子供のために作った店だったんだよ。
Okay, originally for children. But something changed at one point. And all the toy robots were put into storage. I wonder if, like, the robot boom that had happened back then, did something happen when the robot boom was in full swing where it affected the I don't know, the legitimacy of the doc's quote-unquote toy store? I wonder?
店先には等身大のロボットが何台も置かれてね。
And that's what Juna stumbled into. life-size robots. But, of course, not as big as the Gunveral robot that we've been working on. Those must be the bots in the forbidden storage space.
週末にもなれば島のあちこちから子供たちが集まってきてたもんさ。そんな子供たちをロボットはお出迎えするんだ。ちゃんと喋ったんだよ。すごいだろ。
Yes, we found that out from Juna's story.
実際私も何度か遊びに行ったことあるしね。ほんと子供ばっかりだった。遊びに来た子供はさ、ロボットに夢中だったよ。だってそうだろ、こっちが声をかけたら目とか口とかピカピカ光らせてちゃんと言葉を返してきてくれるんだから。こんな田舎のガキにしてみりゃ、そういうロボットの存在はそりゃ夢のようなもんなんだよ。
Juna? What are you thinking, sweetie?
そのロボ子守までしてくれるわけ？そんな高性能なの？
Dude, I don't think so. It's like they weren't made, as I had kind of joked about, they weren't made to be robot maids.
はは、んなわけないだろ。
Yeah, I figured.
一歩も歩かずに腕だけくるくる回すだけのロボとか、手に持ってるトランペットを吹いたふりをするロボとか。
Play instruments. Huh.
そんな子供騙しのものばっかりだったよ。
Yeah, just simple, straightforward robots that kids would enjoy playing with.
でも子供の私らからすりゃそれで十分じゃないか。そうだろ？
I mean, yeah, I'd say so. I mean, you keep it simple enough. From a child's perspective, their imagination can run wild from there with how they can perceive the robot and what they could do with the robot. I mean, I did that as a kid with the toys that I had. I suppose so.
でも信じられないな。あの偏屈な毒が子供相手に店をやってたなんて。
Clearly times were different then, though.
私だって驚いたさ。でもね、思い出したんだよ。
And what's that?
小さい頃ロボクリニックに遊びに行った時、確かにドクは私ら子供がはしゃいでロボットと遊んでる姿を見てニコニコ笑ってたなーって。
Doc? Smiling? Yeah, you can't picture Doc smiling? Come on, Gaito. It's like he does have a heart underneath all that gruff exterior. I try to draw up a picture in my head, but it's literally impossible.
その当時ドクはよくこう話してたらしいよ。ロボットは人間の友達だってね。
Mankind's friends. That's slightly different than what we got before. You know, robots are humanity's friends. Slightly different, but has the same meaning.
友達。
Yeah, Juna. Juna jolts as she whispers the word.
そのロボってさ、ドクが全部自分で作ったのかな？
I assume so.
相沢二郎博士知ってるかい？
Aizawa Jiro. I think we've gotten this name before, haven't we? Juna and I face each other. Can't say I've ever heard of him.
ロボット博士って呼ばれてた人さ。
Oh, right. If I'm not mistaken, it's been quite a while, but if I'm not mistaken, I believe Doc mentioned that there was a predecessor, and he was kind of like handed down the title of Robot Doctor from Dr. Aizawa.
日本でロボットの第一人者って言えば誰を思い浮かべる？はい、カイ。
そりゃあ漫画家の。
はい、ブー。間違い。
I didn't even say their name yet.
じゃあ、あんた。
What is this, a quiz show? Mazuka-san points at Juna.
アシモフ？
Just replace that F with a V and you would be right, Juna. Asimov. Isaac Asimov.
それもブー。
アシモフって誰？
You've never heard of Isaac Asimov?
作家だろ？あながち間違いじゃないけど、日本のって限定だからブーだ。
じゃなくて、等身大ロボットの。
そっちかい。どっちみちブー。
Mazuka-san lowers her shoulders in disappointment. Can't you just tell us, Mazuka, instead of kind of skirting around the issue and having Kaito and Juna just kind of guess?
ま、かくいう私もつい昨日知ったわけだけど。
Oh, I just remembered. When I was trying to get onto this phase, the phase 6 here, I had randomly brought up IRUO, and I was surprised to find that Juna was on red here, her geotag. I could have sworn that I had read it, but I wanted to save it to do it on screen here. So, no, that's the hug. Get to the right one. Juna Daitaku, born August 10th, 2001, age 18, blood type O, lives in Masuda Nakatane-cho, Kumagai-gun, Kagoshima Central Tanegashima High General Course, Year 3, Class 1, Club, Robot Research Club. Yeah, she's now... Didn't we say earlier that she was like 17? But since then, time has passed since the game started, so she's now 18. So it's like, happy birthday, Juna. I know it's late to say that, but happy birthday. Anywho, I wanted to make sure I did that on screen and not do it off screen, because I'm trying to give you everything that I can that may be relatively interesting.
アイザー博士は今から半世紀以上も前にロボットを作ってた人でね。そのロボットはさ、昭和のブリキのおもちゃみたいな外見なんだけど、愛嬌のある動きと声が特徴でアイザーロボットって言われてた。
Aizawa robots.
大阪万博ってあったろ。1970年の。 そこでも出展されたくらいさ。
Huh, I had no clue. So Dr. Aizawa was a big deal back then.
ドクはそのアイザー博士の最後の弟子みたいなもんらしくてね。
Yeah, and hence why the mantle of Robot Doctor was passed down to him.
博士のところに若い頃に押しかけていろいろ教えてもらったんだとさ。ロボクリニックができた時、店先で子供たちを出迎えてたのは、そんなドクがアイザーロボットを参考に作ったロボットだよ。全部で9体。今はロボクリニックの倉庫で眠ってる。
So those robots in the storage room weren't made by Doc. They were made by Aizawa.
そのロボットたちって名前ついてなかった？
They did, didn't they? I mean, and one of them is Gojiro-kun. It's like, hopefully we can find out which one Gojiro-kun is, so we know which one to activate.
名前？
Yeah. Do you know?
そう、人間と似たような名前っていうかさ。例えば、ゴジロウくんとか、そんな名前を聞いた覚えは。
ああ、確かにそんなような名前がついてたよ。ゴジロウだかガジロウだかってさ。詳しくはよく覚えちゃいないけどね。
You don't remember the deeds, alright. But they do have names, all of them, not just Gojiro-kun. Great, that's pretty much confirmation that Gojiro-kun is one of the robots in the forbidden storage space. Ooh.
名前を特定する手段はある？
さあね。
Oh, dang it. I was hoping she would know.
そこ重要なんだけど。
It's like, Kaito needs to know. It's like I need to know which one is Gojiro-kun so I can activate it to get the next report.
ドクに直接聞けばいいじゃないか。
Yeah. That's not gonna happen. I mean, maybe if Juna asked him, but not Kaito. It's like I don't think he would divulge that to Kaito.
だって怒られそうじゃん。
Yeah. I can sense that I shouldn't go there with Doc.
そもそも名前がそんなに重要？
Never mind about that, Bazooka. Right, Kaito?
いや、名は体を表すって言うし。
Names in nature often agree? What? I'm not, I don't know what Kaito is getting at here.
カイ、何企んでんだい？
It's like Mizuka knows he's up to something.
うん、別に。
He doesn't have a very good poker face. I also can't bring up the Kimijima reports with Mizuka-san. Yet, he talked about the Kimijima reports with Juna and with the Prow. Why can't he bring them up to Mizuka? Or Akiho, for that matter? God, this is all such a pain.
いいですか？
Sure, Juna, go ahead. Juna hesitantly opens her mouth.
藤田のおじいちゃんは昔はそんな風に子供相手にお店をやっていたのに。
Yeah, why did he stop?
どうしてそれをやめちゃったんでしょうか。
Yeah. It's like, I want to know this too. It's like, why did he stop doing that for kids? Mizuka-san sighs and looks Juna straight in the eyes.
それはあんたが一番よくわかってんじゃないのかい？
え、私？
Why does she say that? Why does she say that Juna would know more than anyone? I honestly don't know what she's trying to get at.
どんな形にせよ事故が起きたとなりゃロボを店先には出しておけないだろう。
Accident? What happened?
あ
事故って純ちゃんが開かずの倉庫に迷い込んでロボを壊しちゃったこと？
Wait, when did Kaito find out about that? Is that really something you'd call an accident? From what Juna told me, one of the robots broke, but...
そうですか。私失礼します。
Juna abruptly bows. Is she just now gonna leave? Yup. And then she exits the store.
どういうこと？
本人から聞いたんだろ？
倉庫に迷い込んでロボ壊して毒に怒られたってことぐらいだよ、聞いたのは。
I'm a little confused. When did he find out about this? Mizuka-san stares at the automatic door that Juna exited from, a listless expression on her face.
あの子その時結構な怪我をしたんだよ。
She did. I mean, she was only 7 at the time. And, you know, with them being life-size robots, with one falling on top of her, yeah. Of course she would get hurt. I had no idea.
でその事故が噂になっちゃってね。子供たちの親からしてみりゃ自分の子供も怪我させられちゃたまんないって思うだろ普通。
Yes, you don't want your kid to get hurt as a parent, but at the same time, you don't want to completely shelter them. I mean, in my opinion, that's not the way I would, if I was a parent, that's not a way I would want to raise my child.
それ以来ロボクリニックを訪れる子供たちはガクンと減っちまったのさ。
Okay. All because of that accident. Parents got paranoid that the robots could fall on their children and hurt them. I mean, that was one incident. I mean, I would understand it if it happened more than once, but it was just one incident.
それにドク自身も思うところがあったんじゃないの？
More than likely, yes.
少なくとも子供相手の商売はその事故の前後でぱったりやめちゃったって話さ。
Huh. Immediately after. I mean, that was a quick turnaround and decision then.
なるほどね。
What Doc told Michi.
ただの思い上がりだったってだけさ。
Oh. He was in over his head with having the robot clinic as a quote-unquote toy store. Is that it? Now, what should my next move be? For now, I give my thanks to Mizuka-san and exit the store. Well, that was enlightening. Well, now we know a little more about the, I guess, the history of the robot clinic. And it also makes sense why the robots in that forbidden storage space are more childlike than the other robots that we've come across so far in this game. Well, I think with that, with leaving it, well, I think with that, with learning all this, I think I'm actually going to stop it here for now. I know it may seem that we didn't get too terribly much, but we got a lot of information here. You know, it's some things to think about, I feel. So, I hope you all enjoyed watching, and thank you all for watching as well. And if you enjoyed the video and want to see more, like, favorite, and claw that subscribe button to become part of the pack. And as always, everyone, I hope you all have a wonderful day or night, wherever you may be.